Good morning. Welcome to the 2023 Miss Massillonian Outstanding Senior Boy Formal Assembly. I'd like to introduce our judges this morning. First, we have one of the top 5 for Miss Massillonian in 1991, Amy Andrews Sabino. She graduated from Washington High School and was a member of the Tiger Swing Band and the speech team. She graduated from Hiram College, the University of Akron School of Law. She has worked as a prosecutor for the City of Massillon and Stark County, and as a magistrate for the Stark County Court of Common Pleas. She is presently a judicial staff attorney for the 5th District Court of Appeals, and Amy is secretary of the WHS Alumni Association, chairperson of the Alumni Scholarship Committee, and she would encourage all of the seniors to apply for the Alumni Scholarship. Come on, Amy, wave for us. Next, we have Miss Israel Robinson. She's a graduate of the class of 2016. She's a creative entrepreneur of both the nail and art businesses. She has 2. She adds so much beauty to our town with her creative spirit, and she founded the company Nails and It Is, located downtown Massillon. She also founded the traveling muralist and custom design art company, Israel Katina LLC. Her artwork beautifies buildings all over town. She's an alumni, and we're so proud to have her back because she just makes everything beautiful in Massillon, and she's also the co-founder of the Massillon Downtown Arts Council. Thanks, Israel. Stand up. You got to stand up. Next, I'd like to introduce Miss Massillonian 2002, Mrs. Beth Starrett Hirschman. After WHS, she went on to earn her bachelor's degree in business administration and psychology from Baldwin Wallace College, her master's degree in school counseling from Walsh University, her principal's license from Cleveland State University, and her superintendent's license from Miami University. She currently works as a director of career programs for Alliance City School District, and she lives here in Massillon. In Beth's spare time, she serves on the WHS Alumni Scholarship and Distinguished Citizens Committee. She plans all of her class reunions, and she's chairperson for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Week. She spends her free time, if she has any, with her husband Josh and their 3 daughters. So welcome back. Thanks, Beth. Please welcome 1998 graduate of Washington High School, Mr. Andy Coughlin. He is a 2003 graduate of John Carroll University, where he majored in middle childhood education. While Andy was at Massillon, he was part of the football and basketball teams, choir, and NHS. After graduation from John Carroll, he accepted a position teaching 5th grade math at York Elementary on Massillon's southeast side, and also coached volleyball at Washington High School. After that, he moved on to Northwest Local Schools to teach high school math and coach boys basketball. While at Northwest, he returned to school earning an integrated mathematics degree from Kent State University, a master's degree from Concordia University of Chicago in educational leadership in 2018. In addition to coaching varsity basketball at Northwest, he also coached basketball at WHS for 3 years before accepting a position as assistant principal at Northwest High School. Andy and his wife Tiffany and their 3 children, Lincoln, Graylin, and Drake, live in the Tuslaw School District. Andy was also runner-up to Josh Hose for Outstanding Senior Boy in 1998. Thanks, Andy. You gotta wave. Next, we have James Waters II. We won't hold it against him that he graduated from Canton McKinley and played varsity basketball for the Bulldogs. He's a film producer, earning his degree at Bowling Green University. He's been producing films all over the country for the past 20 years. After producing in Chicago, he lived in Los Angeles for 5 years, where he worked on things like U2's Elevation video, a Doritos Super Bowl commercial, a short film with Fred Savage, Area 52. He also did a marvelous film on the College Football Hall of Fame, the Black College Football Hall of Fame, Journey to Canton for the Hall of Fame. And most recently, he just won an Emmy for his award-winning film, Lines Broken, The Story of Marion Motley. So James brings a lot of cool stuff to us. We won't hold it against you. Thanks, James. Next, I'd like to introduce one of Washington High School's, if not the most favorite science teacher in the building, Mrs. Ann Pulaski. Give her a round of applause. Ann does such a good job for our committee. There's about 22 of us on the committee, and she writes the whole script, and she's just been instrumental in making everything happen, as well as my whole committee. But she's going to be your voice for the next couple minutes. So I want to thank her. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks to my judges. Good luck to everybody.
Good morning, and thank you. It's such a privilege to be part of this time-honored tradition. If I could now have your attention to center stage, our first couple this morning is Miss Sophia Philibom and Mr. Caden Hubler. Sophia is the daughter of Jason and Andrea Philibom. She's a varsity member of the swimming and diving team, a member of the swing band, National Technical Honor Society, and National Honor Society. She plans to attend Kent State to study architectural design. Mrs. Dye says, over the past 4 years, I have been so lucky to get to know what an amazing young woman Sophia is. Sophia truly cares for those around her and would drop anything to help those in need. Her laughter and energy are insurmountable. I know she will continue to succeed in everything she does, and if all else fails, there is always Plan B, swimming breaststroke at the Olympics. Escorting Sophia is Mr. Caden Hubler. Caden is the son of Jason and Jennifer Hubler. As a member of DECA, he was a district champion, 3-time state qualifier, and 1-time international qualifier, 2-year varsity letterman on the baseball team, NHS, and treasurer of the National Technical Honor Society. He plans to play baseball at Hiram and is studying engineering. Mrs. Pulaski says, Caden is Mr. Extra Mile. This kid works harder for his success than anyone. He is the perfect combination of intelligence and work ethic. He strives for excellence in everything he does. At the same time, he is humble, friendly, and kind to others. He is helpful and optimistic. I know that he will be successful, and he is someone that will make the world a better place. Thank you, Miss Sophia Philibom and Mr. Caden Hubler. Next, please say hello to Miss Jillian Lightfoot and Mr. Jaden Forer. Jillian is the daughter of Eric and Nicole Lightfoot. She is the Secretary of National Honor Society, a student athletic trainer, Youth Leadership Academy of Stark County, and a 3-year varsity letterman in soccer. She plans to attend Kent State and study biochemistry. Mrs. Pulaski says, Jillian Lightfoot is intelligent, driven, and one of the most well-rounded, outstanding students I have encountered. As an inquisitive learner, Jillian constantly seeks to further her understanding of the world, both near and in places on opposite sides of the earth. She has an impeccable work ethic, and her personality and positive approach will certainly allow her endless opportunities. I know she will accomplish great success in the future. Jaden is the son of Nicole Forer. He is a HOSA state qualifier. He was on the freshman basketball team. Currently, he's on the track team and a part of the exercise science program, as well as a member of the National Technical Honor Society. He plans to attend Ashland University and study exercise science. Mrs. Hamid says, I had the pleasure of watching Jaden grow into the outstanding young man he is today. He brought so much character, personality, and life into my classroom. There is no doubt in my mind he will be a positive influence in this world with whatever he chooses to do. His opportunities are endless, and I'm excited to see where his journey takes him. Thank you, Miss Jillian Lightfoot and Mr. Jaden Forer. Next, please welcome Miss Elizabeth Menches and Mr. Maxwell James. Elizabeth is the daughter of Thomas and Susan Menches. She's a competitive dancer at the dance movement for 14 years, vice president of student council, treasurer of the advisory board, and also a member of National Honor Society. She plans to attend Ashland University and is studying to become a physician's assistant. Mrs. Meisner says, the quote, "Winners embrace hard work," perfectly describes Liz Menches. As her senior class advisor for the past 4 years and her yearbook advisor for the past year, Liz has shown discipline, perseverance, and the ability to create opportunities for herself and the community. Liz's attention to detail and work ethic in and out of the classroom will make her dreams come true. Maxwell is the son of Michael and Hope James. He's a 3-year letterman in swimming, president of National Technical Honor Society. In DECA, he was a 3-year state qualifier and 2-year national qualifier. He is also the treasurer of student council. He plans to attend Ohio University to study data analytics. Mr. Kilgore says, Maxwell is a dedicated, hard worker and intelligent young man. His enthusiasm motivates and inspires his peers to try their best in class. Maxwell's success in high school for his potential. It is a pleasure to have Maxwell in class. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth Menches and Mr. Maxwell James. Please give a warm Washington High School welcome to Miss Selena Lopez and Mr. Reese Miller. Selena is the daughter of Erasmo Lopez and Susan Yoder. She's the co-captain of the tennis team and a 2-year letterman, vice president of National Honor Society, an officer of Pep Club, and the co-secretary of class advisory. She plans to attend Kent State and study nursing. Mrs. Schwab says, Selena is an outstanding student and person. She is not only very dedicated to her studies, but she is also dedicated to being a good person. She is constantly working on these things and is not afraid to admit a mistake and learn and grow from it. I admire Selena, and she gives me so much hope for the future of the healthcare profession. I would be thrilled to see Selena walk in to care for me or someone I love one day. Race is the son of Alexis Miller and the late Steve Miller. He is a member of the swim team, 3-year letterman and 1-year captain, a member of National Technical Honor Society, 2 years on the tennis team, and 3 years as a Skills USA member. He plans to enlist in the Air Force and study electrical engineering. Mr. Wursler says, Race has grown into a meek and respectable young man. He loves the Lord Jesus as his Savior and shows it by loving the people around him. Race loves to rock out on the drums at his church, the First Baptist Church of Massillon. His work ethic is impeccable. I have had the pleasure of knowing his entire family over the last decade, and he has made his dad proud. I am grateful to have been his teacher and mentor, and I hope to continue to be. Thank you, Miss Selena Lopez and Mr. Reese Miller. Next, we welcome to the stage Miss Addie Harper and Mr. Peyton Miller. Addie is the daughter of Timothy and Brittany Harper. She's a 4-year varsity softball player, member of the National Honor Society, vice president of DECA, and 3-time state qualifier. And she is president of the Senior Class Advisory Board. She plans to attend the University of Mount Union and major in nursing. Mrs. DeMeo says, Addie Harper is a dedicated and driven individual who consistently strives to succeed in all aspects of her life. Her confidence and perseverance will ensure an extremely bright future ahead of her, in which she will achieve great things. Additionally, Coach Hendershot says, Addie Harper is what every coach and teacher wants. She walks in with a smile every day and works hard. She attends everything and never misses. More kids need to model themselves after Addie. Peyton is the son of Michael and Laura Miller. He is the captain of the swim team, member of the golf team, and member of National Honor Society, as well as National Technical Honor Society. He plans to attend Cleveland State and study pre-pharmacy. Josh Sikora says, "It was an honor and a pleasure to coach Peyton. He came to practice or events every time with a smile on his face and a goal to make everyone else smile. Peyton works hard at everything he does, including relationships, school, swimming, and golf. Peyton truly is a person of character in all aspects of his life. He is someone you can rely on to do whatever you need completed with dignity and honesty. Thank you, Miss Addie Harper and Mr. Peyton Miller." Let's give a round of applause for Miss Anna Ells and Mr. Michael Mercurio III. Anna is the daughter of Mark and Carrie Ells. She is a 4-year letterman in softball, 4-year member of Pep Club and senior officer. She's a 4-year letterman mat statistician and a 3-year letterman as a student athletic trainer for football. She plans to attend Cuyahoga Community College to study echocardiography. Mrs. Seabrill says, "Anna is a paradox of complexity and simplicity. She is complex in the many layers that make Anna. She is intelligent, diligent in her studies, disciplined, punctual, genuine, funny, compassionate. The positive characteristics are endless. Yet she is simple in her goodness. It is simply who she is. She is kind, and kind without qualifications to whom she is kind to or why. She is simply a rare gem of genuine kindness, all the more profound for the world as we know it. Anna makes the days of those around her better. This, I believe, is to be one of the greatest accomplishments in our lives. Certainly not an accomplishment everyone can claim." Michael is the son of Michael Mercurio II and Lisa Mercurio. He is a 2-year starter on the football team, as well as the football regional champion. He's a 4-year lead performer in the musical, including an iconic performance as Shrek. He also is a recipient of the Brandon Burtsworth Character Award. He's a state qualifier in HOSA. He's an advanced AA and men's A choir OMEA winner. He plans to attend Akron University to study exercise science. Aaron Sullivan, the choir teacher from the Massillon Junior High School, says, "Michael Mercurio is an incredible young man. He is hardworking, talented, loyal, and kind. Beyond that, he has a fierce determination to take care of those around him and always puts his heart and soul into everything he does. He is the perfect example of everything that is good in Massillon." Thank you, Miss Anna Ells and Mr. Michael Mercurio III. Please welcome Miss Reese Bachtel and Mr. Xavier Hamid. Reese is the daughter of Matthew and Stacy Bachtel. She's a 4-year softball letterman, co-captain of the girls' tennis team and a 3-year letterman, officer of Pep Club, and a member of National Honor Society. She plans to attend The Ohio State University and major in business and entrepreneurship. Mr. Richards says, "Reese Bachtel has perpetually evolved from a quiet and shy-natured young lady to an intelligent, determined, and amazing student. Her superior ability to execute critical thinking and problem-solving tasks elevated Reese to become a DECA state qualifier. Her contagious, fun-loving personality and positive attitude will be lifelong, intangible assets. There are no boundaries for Reese to succeed in her career path and in life." Xavier is the son of Noah Hamid and Amber Anslover. He is a 2-year captain on the swim team, 2-year letterman on the baseball team. In DECA, he's a 3-year state qualifier and a member of National Honor Society. He will play baseball at Capital University in the fall and study finance. Miss Erickson says, "Quick-witted, intelligent, kind, energetic, intriguing. These are just some of the words I would use to describe Xavier. I have really enjoyed getting to know him this year. He has a great sense of humor and is fun to talk to. As a math teacher, I can see that he has a propensity for mathematical-related subjects. His mind works well solving problems and working with knowledge that he already has to solve problems that are beyond what he has already learned. Thank you so much to Ms. Reese Bachtel and Mr. Xavier Hamid. Next, please welcome Ms. Peyton Findlay and Mr. Tyler Steyer. Peyton is the daughter of Russell and Marissa Findlay. She is captain of the girls' golf team, president of National Honor Society, member of the Spanish Club, and the National Technical Honor Society. She plans to attend West Virginia University to study biochemistry. Mrs. Petro says, Peyton has been such a joy to work with these past few years. She is focused, genuine, kind, and extremely self-motivated. Peyton successfully took Spanish 4 as an independent study as a junior to prepare herself for AP Spanish her senior year. It was quite an undertaking and speaks volumes about her determination and self-discipline. She is going to make a remarkable difference in this world and in the medical field. Tyler is the grandson of Sandy Steyer and son of Mark Steyer. He is the captain of the tennis team, a swing band squad leader, National Honor Society officer, and currently he's an intern at the Timken Corporation World Headquarters. He plans to study mechanical engineering at the Ohio State University. Mrs. Smithheiser says, Tyler Steyer is a bright and diligent student with strong work ethic that I have rarely seen in someone his age. He has developed into a great leader and is a role model for our younger students in the band program and at WHS as a whole. Thank you, Ms. Peyton Findlay and Mr. Tyler Steyer. Please say hello to Miss Grace Muse and Mr. Zanai Berry. Grace is the daughter of Tim and Christy Muse. She is the co-captain of the tennis team, president of student council, vice president of class advisory, treasurer of DECA, and 3-time state qualifier and national qualifier this year. Grace will be attending Bowling Green University to study marketing and public relations. Mr. Sorensen says, Grace is the keystone of many successful endeavors. She attentively listens with a quiet confidence and always wears a warm and pleasant smile. Her dependability to follow through is exemplary. Her fortitude and determination empower her to pursue and attain a high standard of excellence while accomplishing her goals. Zanai is the son of Lorenzo and Brittany Berry. He is a 2-year letterman in football and a member of the track team. He is certified in basic life support, bloodborne pathogen protocols, also as a phlebotomy technician and a state-tested nursing assistant. He plans to attend Kent State and study entrepreneurship. Mrs. Hathaway says, Zanai Berry is a huge superstar. He is an intelligent, kind, and courageous young man, and he has just accepted an academic scholarship to Kent State University. Zanai not only helps take care of his little brother, but he loves his mom dearly. And you probably don't know this, but he also writes beautiful poetry too. He is a rare gem that is gifted in so many different ways, and he cares deeply for others. Zanai will be a huge success in his life, and I am so proud of his accomplishments. Thank you, Miss Grace Muse and Mr. Zanai Berry. Next, we welcome to the center stage Miss Zoe Miles and Mr. Nicholas Baumgardner. Zoe is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lampy. She is squad leader and section leader of the Massillon Tiger Swing Band and a member of National Honor Society. She's also a member of the National Technical Honor Society and the Nursing Career Technical Program. She also participates in journalism here at Washington High School. She plans to go to Kent State to major in pre-medicine. Mr. Neal says, Zoe Miles is a wonderful student and a great leader. She has dedicated herself to becoming the best she can be by relentlessly showing great effort, even when things get difficult. She is also kind and cares about helping others to better themselves. This has made her an outstanding leader in the band program, and I have little doubt that Zoe will be successful in whatever she plans to pursue in the future. Nicholas is the son of Andrew and Angela Baumgardner. He is a member of the tennis team, and he is part of the Career Technical Engineering program. He's a member of National Technical Honor Society, and he was a previous squad leader in the Massillon Tiger Swing Band. Nicholas plans to attend the University of Akron to study electrical engineering. Mark Kircher says, Nicholas is an amazing student who demonstrates a strong work ethic and positive attitude. His determination to always do his best has been a strong attribute for Nicholas. It has been a pleasure to have Nick in my manufacturing engineering class for 3 years. I am confident Nicholas will be a success in all his future endeavors. Thank you, Ms. Zoe Miles and Mr. Nicholas Baumgardner. Please give a Washington High School welcome to Ms. Sierra Sweat and Mr. Braden Geyer. Sierra is the daughter of Michael Sweat and Jessica Woolley. She is a squad leader of the Massillon Tiger Swing Band, National Honor Society, and National Technical Honor Society. She is also a member of the Teaching Professions program here at Washington High School. Sierra plans to attend Akron University and study childhood development. Miss Hoffman Boone says, Sierra is an extremely kind-hearted girl who brightens each room that she enters. She is the kind of person who makes sure that everyone is included and will stand up for those who need it. I know that she will make the world a brighter place for those around her, wherever she finds herself. Braden is the son of Tim Geyer Jr. and Julia Callisto. He's an officer in both National Honor Society and National Technical Honor Society. He's a member of the Student Council and the Senior Advisory Board. Braden plans to attend Cleveland State University to study film and media arts. Mr. Citron says, Braden has become a steadfast contributor to the very essence of Washington High School. His work in the classroom has been outstanding since day one. He can be seen on Accent, providing humorous bits and the newscast. Braden has worked to develop leadership and communication skills to rival his already impressive technological skill set. I look forward to and enjoy working meetings and casual conversations with Braden. I very much look forward to the amazing accomplishments this young man will achieve. Thank you, Ms. Sierra Sweat and Mr. Braden Geyer. Our last candidate this morning is Miss Jasmine Mazarregos. Jasmine is the daughter of Deanna Stokes and the late Donnell Reeves. She is a 4-year member of the band, including the last 2 years as Obie. She's a member of National Honor Society and a member of the Teaching Professions Career Technical Program. Jasmine will attend Arizona State and double major in early childhood education and forensic accounting. Mrs. Riley says, in the 4 years that I have had Jasmine in my classroom, I have watched her leadership skills skyrocket. By her words and actions, she inspires others to do the right thing. She is transparent, trustworthy, aware, determined, and highly organized. Jasmine's servant-like heart permeates all she does, and this will make her an indispensable part of any organization she is associated. Thank you, Ms. Jasmine Mazarregos. I would now like to introduce the Master of Ceremonies for the rest of the morning. She was crowned as Miss Massillonian when she was here at WHS. Please give a nice round of applause for our very own Miss Julie Dewald.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Pulaski. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2023 Miss Massillonian Outstanding Senior Boy Formal Assembly. I am thrilled to be up here today as your MC. I am both humbled and honored to have been invited again to share this special, very long-standing tradition with all of you. But before we begin, and before these candidates take the stage, I just have a few reminders for them. First of all, you all look fabulous today. Remember that smile today, okay? And my advice is, despite the nervousness that you may be feeling, I'm feeling it too, try to relax those nerves and calm those nerves and enjoy every moment. Because in my experience, this will most likely be one of the high points of your life. So enjoy it. Thank you. It can get pretty scary up here on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, even though I may not know these fine young men and women personally, I am certain that their families, teachers, administrators, and our community can all agree with me that they have truly earned this very special recognition today. I congratulate them on their accomplishments, their perseverance, and of course, the dedication that they have shown throughout their entire high school career. Today is a celebration of all their hard work and achievements. So, this is how the process will go. All of the questions have been placed in that lovely basket over there. The candidates will choose one sealed envelope that contains 2 questions. They will read through them thoroughly, and then they will discard one question as they choose the one they prefer to answer today. So without further ado, please help me welcome our first couple this morning, Caden Hubler and Sophia Philibom. Caden is the son of Jason Hubler and Jennifer Hubler. Sophia is the daughter of Jason and Andrea Philibom. As Caden is choosing his selection there, I just wanted to take a moment to thank the administration of Massillon City Schools for all of their support in putting this program together. It is truly a collaborative effort. Our superintendent, Mr. Paul Salvino, our assistant superintendent, Mr. Mark Fortner, Mr. David Lautenschlager, our WHS principal, Mrs. Renee Parr, assistant principal and committee chairperson, and Mr. Craig McConnell, assistant principal. All right, so Caden's question, what I would do if I knew I could not fail. Let me repeat that. What would I do if I knew I could not fail?
So I play baseball, and baseball is the most failure excessive sport there is, and if I knew I couldn't fail, then I would give it my all 110% of the time, as well as in school and in life. Because if you can't fail, then you could just give it your all.
Thank you. We'd also like to recognize other administrators. Mr. Spencer Lino, Dean of Students, Mr. Tony Thornsberry, CTE Principal, and Mr. Jamie Palma, CTE Director. Okay, Sophia has selected this question. When I graduate from college, I will thank the following people because.
I would thank my mom and dad, as well as the rest of my family, but mostly my parents, for pushing me to always do my best, no matter what. They push me every day to be the best person that I can be and to help others. So those are the people I would thank.
Thank you, Caden Hubler and Sophia Philibaum. Our next couple is Jaden Forer and Jillian Lightfoot. Jaden is the son of Nicole Forer. Jillian is the daughter of Eric and Nicole Lightfoot. We'd also like to thank the committee for putting this program together. A few names to recognize: Rich Conaway, Megan Ridgely, Brenda Hammett, Stephanie Hathaway, Dave Sheets, and Jennifer Boone. Jillian has selected this. The best birthday I ever had was.
The best birthday I ever had would probably be the birthday that I got my most sentimental gift from my aunt, which was a bear made out of the clothes of my late great-grandfather. And it was very important to me, and I will remember my 12th birthday forever because of that. And it's probably one of the most sentimental moments of my entire life. Thank you.
Other committee members we need to recognize today: Mrs. Jen Smith-Heisler, Ann Pulaski, Wendy Snodgrass, Chuck Richards, Sherry Sunkel, and Kim Williams. Okay, so we're trying to figure this question out, or statement. Here it is for Jaden. Great things. I think he's supposed to talk about great things about the ocean, or Massillon, or Krause's Pizza, because.
Great things about Massillon is no matter where you go, you're going to find great people. It's a great community. The teachers at this school are amazing. They've always been pushing me to be the best person I can be. And I mean, who doesn't like the ocean? And Krause's Pizza is just, it's pizza. Everyone loves pizza. Most people love pizza. Thank you.
Mr. Jaden Forer and Jillian Lightfoot. Our next couple this morning, Maxwell James and Elizabeth Menches. Maxwell is the son of Michael and Hope James. Elizabeth is the daughter of Thomas and Susan Menches. Well, they do look so handsome and beautiful up here this morning. So we would like to thank the Massillon businesses that helped to make these couples look so fantastic. They are Howard's Tiger Rags and Lindy's Bridal and Prom. right. So Maxwell's question. My favorite class I have taken so far is, and because.
My favorite class I've taken so far at Massillon is AP Calculus AB, because I've had all of my friends in there, and I also had arguably one of the best teachers at this school, Mr. Kilgore, and that's the reason why I love Calc AB so much. Thank you.
All right, Elizabeth's question. If I could only eat 3 foods forever, fill in the blank.
If I could only eat 3 foods forever, first would have to be Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. As any of my friends know, that's my favorite fast food place ever, and I probably eat them at least once a week. Second would have to be hamburgers from Menches Brothers, of course, because my dad makes them. And then third would probably be brownies to top it off with something sweet. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Maxwell James and Miss Elizabeth Menches. Please welcome our next couple, Reese Miller and Selena Lopez. Reese is the son of Alexis Miller and the late Steve Miller. Selena is the daughter of Erasmo Lopez and Susan Yoder. A very special thank you to our Massillon Women's Club. They will be providing lunch for all of our candidates and our judges today. Something to look forward to. Okay, Selena selected this one. My favorite season is, and because.
My favorite season is summer because I think in the summer it's really nice and beautiful and it brings me happiness because it's so sunny outside. And I especially love going on vacation with my mom and my sister because that's one of the times that we all get to spend together and we don't have to stress about work or anything, and that's one of my favorite parts of the year as well. Thank you.
Race chose this one. A day that stands out.
For me, I'm a big Browns fan. So when I was 12 years old, my dad took me to a Browns game against the 49ers. It was a great game. It was I think it was 24-10. We won somehow, and it was just a great memory because he's gone now. But I really wish I could get that memory back, or bring those memories back to life. That's the day it stands out for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reese Miller and Miss Selena Lopez. Our Our next couple this morning is Peyton Miller and Addie Harper. Peyton is the son of Michael and Laura Miller. Addie is the daughter of Timothy and Brittany Harper. As Peyton is deciding, a huge thank you to Bennett's Photography for taking the time today for capturing beautiful portraits of all of these candidates. We appreciate their talents and professionalism. All right, Peyton chose this one. An important lesson I've learned.
An important lesson I learned was definitely back junior year in AP Calculus AB with Mr. Kilgore. Although it was a really hard class and I might not have done the best, he taught me to always try in everything you do. Always give your 110% no matter what the outcome might be. Thank you.
All right, here's Addie's. If I could travel through time.
If I could travel through time, I would definitely restart high school and just be more of myself and do a lot more things, go to every football game and just do everything possible because the time really does fly. It's cliche, but it does. And I just wish I could have all of those memories back and just redo it all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peyton Miller and Miss Addie Harper. Please welcome our next couple, Michael Mercurio III and Anna Ells. Michael is the son of Michael Mercurio II and Lisa Mercurio. Anna is the daughter of Mark and Carrie Ells. We'd like to thank Patty Carmola for providing all of the beautiful flowers today for our candidates. Anna chose this one. When I was a kid, I was afraid of.
When I was a kid, I was always afraid of the inevitable because life is crazy and you never know what can happen tomorrow and who you could lose or something great. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like from something crazy and extravagant to something very sad and hard. But keep pushing and always do your best. Thank you.
Giving Michael a little time here, here's a little fact tidbit. So this tradition has been going on for so many years, dating back to around 1940. So to put that into perspective, the cost of gasoline was only 19 cents. I think a loaf of bread was 9 cents, and an average car cost about $750, and a typical home in Massillon cost $4,000. My goodness, times have changed. Michael selected this. 3 things I would change if I ruled the world.
Well, first off, this is a hard one. Well, first off, if I could change something, Massillon would be state champs. That's number one, okay? I'm just saying. Okay. Number two, I would change teachers would get more recognition. I don't think, I mean, teachers do so much here, and it's not just here, it's throughout the world, all states. It's incredible how much they do and just how much discredit they get. It's just amazing. And third thing I would change, I don't know what a third thing I would change is. I'm not sure, but you know what I'll say though? I love you guys, okay? I appreciate you guys coming out here. Okay, go Tigers, beat McKinley.
Thank you, Mr. Michael Mercurio III and Miss Anna Ells. Next up, we have Xavier Hamid and Reese Backdole. Xavier is the son of Noah Hamid and Amber Anslover. Reese is the daughter of Matthew and Stacy Backdole. While Reese is making her choice, we would like to thank the WHS Teleproductions for recording the ceremony this morning and broadcasting it on Massillon Cable, as well as providing it on YouTube on the WHS-TV channel. And also, thank you to the entire WHS-CTE department. Hopefully we have the, pick one, anyone. Is that the same one? Yeah. All right, here's Reese's. 2 or 3 things I will never eat because.
All right, so the first thing that I wouldn't eat is any kind of animal that could be a pet, because I love pets and I wouldn't want to eat anything. And then the second one would be Brussels sprouts, because whenever my dad makes them, it always stinks up the whole house. Thank you.
Gotta have the right one, right? The right
Yeah,
fit.
yeah.
You want to hold the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, come on up here. I have to say it first, okay? All right, here's Xavier's. What are some positive things that have happened because of the pandemic?
The pandemic, it had us locked in the house, and I think this was a good time for everybody to really get to know themselves better, and think about the things that are most important. It's a good time to self-reflect and think about things that matter most, like being the best son or brother or friend that you can be, whether that role's that could fit any role as well, whether it's being the student that teachers look forward to having in class or being the classmate that other students look forward to guidance. And I just feel like COVID really gave us some time to reflect on ourselves and improve in this aspect. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Xavier Hamid and Miss Reese Backdole. Our next couple this morning, Tyler Steyer and Peyton Findlay. Tyler is the grandson of Sandy Steyer and son of Mark Steyer. Peyton is the daughter of Russell and Marissa Findlay. So giving Tyler a bit of time to choose his best question, a huge shout out to Mrs. Smith-Heisler and the WHS Jazz Orchestra for providing all of the music this morning. Weren't they amazing? Please, let's give them a round of applause. Tyler's going with this one. The greatest gifts we can give others are.
I believe the greatest gifts you can give others are your time and compassion. Time is one thing that we can never get back, so giving that to others really shows that you care about them and they're worth your time. Thank you.
Here's Peyton's. A job I would love to have.
So a job I would love to have is actually my dream job of being a pediatrician. I love children so much. I actually babysit. I'm a nanny for 2 kids, and I love them so much, and I just want to be able to help kids in any way I can. And my cousins have had issues in the past when they were born, and I've seen that, and I just want to be able to help people the same way that they were helped. Thank you.
Thank you to Tyler Steyer and Peyton Findlay. Our next couple is Zanai Berry and Grace Muse. Zanai is the son of Lorenzo and Brittany Berry. Grace is the daughter of Tim and Christy Muse. As Grace is deciding, thank you to Mr. Chuck Richards, the CTE department, and also the athletic department for providing the gifts for our judges today. Okay, Grace has selected a dream or aspiration I have.
A dream or aspiration that I have is to go to college and get a good education and get a job that I enjoy doing every day and will make me happy doing every day. And also to have a family that I can come home to after that job and spend time with and just enjoy my life with them. Thank you.
Yeah.
Zanai chose this one. If I could go back in time to my freshman year in high school, what advice would I give myself?
If I could go back in time to my freshman year, I would just be more of myself, like not follow others, and be more involved in like more school activities. Because I feel like the more you're involved in, like more opportunities you have in life, but just always be yourself. Thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Zanai Berry and Miss Grace Muse. Please welcome to the stage Nicholas Baumgardner and Zoe Miles. Nicholas is the son of Andrew and Angela Baumgardner. Zoe is the daughter of Abby and Brian Lampy. Zoe's selection is this. What are you grateful for and why?
Sorry. The thing that I'm the most grateful for is my family. Growing up, we had a rough start, but lately we've really been coming together and focusing on each other and making sure that we're always there for each other. If there's hard times, we make sure that we talk to each other. We don't leave a room with bad blood. And yeah, I love them so much. Thank you.
Many of our staff members here are alumni of WHS. Some of them were actually candidates for this very award, like our very own Mrs. Renee Hammett DeLong Parr, class of 1987, and one of my fellow classmates out there, Mrs. Beth Bednar Beal, class of 1988. Nicholas went with this one. My favorite day of the year because...
I would have to say that my favorite day of the year would be Thanksgiving because... Yeah. Okay, well, my favorite day of the year is Thanksgiving because I get to spend time with my family and I go to Virginia and see family that I don't typically see. And it's nice because I get to reconnect with them and spend valuable time that I don't usually get to have. And without that day, I wouldn't spend as much time and I wouldn't get to really be able to appreciate them as much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nicholas Baumgardner and Mrs. Zoe Miles. Please welcome our next couple, Braden Geyer and Sierra Sweat. Braden is the son of Tim Geyer Jr. and Julia Callisto. Sierra is the daughter of Michael Sweat and Jessica Woolley. So back to other candidates. In the 1990s, we had candidates up for this award, as in Mrs. Jen Ruckert Smith-Heisler, class of 99, and Mrs. Lisa Hendon Markley, class of 1991. All right, here we go, Braden. This year, I am proud of accomplishing...
This year, I'm proud of accomplishing my BPA project, that's Business Professionals of America. So we had to make a newscast, and basically we worked me and my team, we worked so hard in building this, and we competed at the regional level, and we got first place there, competed at the state level, and got third place, and now we're heading to California to compete in the national level. So we worked so hard for this, and I'm extremely grateful for the team I have and the hard work we put in, but that's what I'm most proud of accomplishing this year. Thank you for your time.
Other staff that were up for this award back in the 90s, Mr. Jamie Marceric, class of 1994, Mr. Aaron Spike Ridgely, class of 1998, and Mr. Josh Hose, also from the class of 1998. Here we go with Sierra's. What ice cream flavor would you invent and why?
The ice cream flavor that I would invent would probably have to be something along the lines with root beer floats, because I feel like root beer floats are definitely underrated. But I think I'd add more like cherry, because if you've ever tried like cherry with root beer, it's not that bad. They just don't have that as an option, and I really think that they should. So some root beer, some cherry or strawberry, and then add a little bit of vanilla, to spice it all up. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Braden Geyer and Miss Sierra Sweat. Our last candidate this morning is Miss Jasmine Mazarregos. Jasmine is the daughter of Deanna Stokes and the late Donnell Reeves. So as she's taken a moment to decide, our youngest and most recent staff candidates were Mrs. Megan Coughlin Ridgely, class of 2003, and Mr. Spencer Leno, class of 2010. All right, here's Jasmine's. If I could be a certain age forever, it would be, and why?
Okay, so if I could be a certain age, it would definitely be 5 years old, because I feel like at 5, you don't really think of anything, and your mind's like going everywhere at once. And so like you just play and everything. You don't really think of anything. You don't gotta pay no bills. You don't gotta like try to get good grades, tests, stress. You just sleep, eat, and play. Thank you.
Thank you to Miss Jasmine Mazarregos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that part of the ceremony concludes our formal assembly. Thank you for being a great audience, and a heartfelt thanks to our judges for their time and dedication with being a part of this special tradition. The candidates and our judges will be going to the Massillon Women's Club to enjoy a relaxing and delicious luncheon. These students, not quite done yet. These students up here have put forth a tremendous effort to be up in here on this stage today. And just being a candidate is a tremendous accomplishment. At this time, I will introduce each candidate for the Miss Massillonian Outstanding Senior Boy. They will make the long walk down to the front of the stage, where I will acknowledge them once again. Here we go. Our first candidates, Miss Sophia Philibaum and Mr. Caden Hubler. Miss Jillian Lightfoot and Mr. Jaden Forer. Miss Elizabeth Menches and Mr. Maxwell James. Miss Selena Lopez and Mr. Reese Miller. Miss Addie Harper and Mr. Peyton Miller. Miss Anna Ells and Mr. Michael Mercurio III. Miss Reese Bachtel and Mr. Xavier Hamid. Miss Peyton Findlay, and Mr. Tyler Steyer. Miss Grace Muse and Mr. Zanai Berry. Miss Zoe Miles and Mr. Nicholas Baumgardner. Miss Sierra Sweat and Mr. Braden Geyer. And Miss Jasmine Mazadregos. Let's hear it for all of these students, our 2023 Miss Massillonian Outstanding Senior Boy candidates. Great job, everyone. Thank you all for your kind attention and joining us today. Students, please return to class.